Members of a Fort Worth Boy Scout troop are back home tonight after the Colorado fires forced them to evacuate their summer camp. And in the process, they had to leave all their supplies behind. Fox 4's Brandon Todd joining us now from the United Methodist Church, Ridgely at United Methodist Church. And that's where the troop normally stores all their gear. Brandon, they shot some really dramatic video as well as they were leaving.
Yeah, in fact, they did, and it's quite an interesting story. The Spanish Peaks Scout Ranch in Colorado had not had a fire in 120 years. They knew about the fire danger, though. Troop 18 here in Fort Worth, as well as the other troops that were there, got a briefing on the fire danger, even got to hear the demo of the emergency siren, just in case. Well, it was information that immediately came in handy.
On the left side.
In the fleeting moments before they quickly left the Boy Scout Ranch in Colorado last week, Assistant Scoutmaster William Bronson shot a few final images on his phone. The wildfires were bearing down on Troop 18.
Well, we knew it was serious because the flames were getting close to the gathering area where everybody was supposed to come and check in.
Assistant Scoutmaster Paul Taylor says once they smelled smoke, he knew it was bad.
We just started gathering the boys up and tried to settle them down and let's start cooking dinner. If something bad happens, they'll blow the whistle. We already knew what the whistle sounded like from earlier in the week, and about 5 minutes later, they blew the whistle, and it was time to line up and go.
And they were all like, I smell smoke. Look, there's smoke over there.
Me and Brooks started going down the hill to make sure the staff were aware of the fire.
11 scouts from this troop were supposed to earn merit badges here. Instead, they were running from a fire. It was 12-year-old Austin Perrin's first summer camp experience.
I was told to grab stuff, put something over my nose and mouth, and just be prepared and get ready for anything that can happen.
After all, it is their motto. Once they left the camp, they went to a Red Cross shelter where they spent the night before driving back to North Texas. But getting out quickly for this troop had a downside. They didn't have time to pack their gear. About $10,000 worth of camping gear and supplies, not to mention their personal belongings.
My watch, my camera, almost all the clothes that I had that fit.
Our flags, American Scout and the Texas flag, and then the patrol flags.
I left 2 library books in my tent.
As for the leaders, they were thankful they made it out alive.
A lot of relief, a lot of hugs, lots of tears, thankful that we were back.
Now, the troop has been following the Facebook page of the camp's staff. Now, the assumption is that it was a total loss. However, once the staff is cleared to get back in, they'll be able to determine how much was lost and whether there's anything left. Heather?
Badly for those Boy Scouts who did lose their things, but you know what? They were prepared. Like I like little Austin. He's like, we just had to get what we could and just get out. So I kind of like an adventure. Hopefully there's a patch or something for this, Brandon.
Yeah, you would think so. Averting danger patch or something. It was a huge adventure, something these kids say they will never forget. I was told by some of them that it was, quote, a little scary, but they knew they were in good hands. Now, as for the adults, their fear came much later. Of course, you can imagine when they were at the shelter, the adrenaline wore off, and they had time to kind of reflect on what had just happened and how close that fire really was to them. Heather?
Yeah, I think that's when it gets really scary, when they realize what could have happened. But they're safe, and that's a great thing. Brandon, thank you.